Hello, what is up, friends? My name is Kay, and welcome back to your Big Brother live feed recaps. Y'all, we have finally made it. After 2.5 long, grueling months of lies, blindsides, and evictions, we finally have our final four. Taylor, Monte, Turner, and Brittany have all outlasted their peers and are the only ones left still in the running for the $750K and the title of Big Brother winner. It has been a long journey, y'all, but there is still some game left to be played. Before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button below just so you can stay tuned as we wrap up this Big Brother season. Now, let's get started. So, as we saw in the last eviction episode, Alyssa was just evicted in a 1-to-1 vote. Now, Alyssa definitely wasn't the strongest player this season, but I'm not gonna lie, she did pleasantly surprise me just a little bit at the end when she started playing the game a little bit. I mean, all week, I just thought Alyssa was going to be a sitting duck on that block. But she actually tried making some moves to save herself. They were the wrong moves, but they were moves nonetheless. She was able to successfully get Brittany onto her side, and she even tried guilt-tripping Turner for his vote, but that just blew up in her face. But at least she tried. The bar was very, very low for Alyssa, so I'm just proud of the girl for trying, okay? And during the eviction episode, we also finally got to see the HOH competition play out live, where we saw that Miss Taylor was the winner of the final four HOH, and she will be going to finale night, okay? Sparkly dress and all. Yes, she will.
But if I'm sitting up there, final two, which mark my words, I will be, I'm not taking any risks when it comes to 750Ks.
Y'all, I was so excited when I saw Taylor win that freaking HOH. For a second there, I thought Brittany was going to take it. Now, even with only 4 people left in the house, there is still a lot of drama brewing. We saw on the show that last week, Taylor and Monte got, very close, if you know what I mean. This showmance was probably a big blindside to the casual viewers because it was a blindside to us live feeders as well. I mean, Monte has been kind of eyeing Taylor for a couple weeks now, but Taylor had just been paying him dust back. And even though these two have been canoodling, I still think Taylor would cut Monte if she really needed to. Right now, Brittany is probably Taylor's best shot at winning against, even though Brittany just totally backstabbed her last eviction. Because of this, Brittany should be a shoo-in with Taylor. The only thing is, Brittany is still lying about that vote to evict her.
No, because he was telling me that he was gonna vote her out, but then she kept on coming to me like pleading, begging, like he says he's going to, he says he's going to. He said I would never do that to you. He said, oh, please, Brittany, please. That's why it was so hard this morning. I just had to tell her. I was like, I'm not. But she understood it for me.
Yeah, because it's.
I mean, it's good jury management for him. This jury's like.
No, I know. I'm not mad.
I'm sorry. You think I'm gonna flip on my friend when you're trying to save face with your friend? That's stupid. I know. And it's not even like. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but it's not that big of a deal. That's why this plan was solid. That's why Monte did that, because he knew. Yep. He knew that I would vote for you, and that no matter how it shook out. Exactly. I was like, wow. When he was lying. I know which one it is. I was like,
This is so stupid and frustrating for Brittany because Taylor knows she's lying to her. And there is literally no point in Brittany lying at this point. Brittany should be doing everything in her power to build trust with Taylor, because at this point, Taylor is the only person that would even consider sitting next to Brittany in the end. Brittany's social game is so bad that nobody respects her enough to sit next to her, even though she would be the easiest person to beat. Later on in the night, Taylor does end up telling Brittany that she would like to see Turner evicted this week.
you diminish your chance by one whole person if Turner makes it the final 3.
Yep.
Whereas you have both people. You literally make it in any scenario if it's you, me, Monte.
Brittany is obviously down for this Turner plan, but she still continues to lie to Taylor about her vote. I really don't know why Brittany is doing this. I don't know what she thinks she's doing, and I really can't defend her game too much at this point. Taylor is also going to meet with Monte, where she also informs him that she would like to see Turner evicted this week.
Now it's a matter of who can I beat?
Who do I trust and who can I beat?
Mm-hmm.
I trust you,
Mm-hmm.
and I can beat Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you. I don't know if I can beat Turner in comps or sitting final two next to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I know you could beat Brittany. Brittany, slim chance she could beat you. Slim chance she could beat me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the odds of us going far with her more than I like the odds of us going far with Turner.
Mm-hmm.
But Monte is actually going to push back on this plan a lot. He would definitely prefer it if Turner stays, and he really wants to see Brittany gone.
With Brittany, I think that is her strength. And I feel like as things progressively get more and more mental, she will progressively shine more and more.
Later on, after that, Taylor is going to go meet with Turner, who has been crying damn near all night because he voted out Alyssa. He's also super pissed at Brittany because he says he manipulated his friendship with Alyssa or something like that.
Just what I've been trying to say. It's like Brittany telling me, do damage control in your goodbye message just so that I could say sorry. Like, Alyssa wouldn't have known, so I could say sorry to Alyssa for having to vote her out, because I think it's going to be 2-0, and then Brittany to then go in. And her goodbye message definitely was like, oh, I totally told Turner to keep you in so she could then get a jury vote from my best friend in the house. It's like, it's a lot to process, especially when I try talking to Brittany, and she's just like, has nothing to say. So I'm just like, oh my God.
You just own your shit. That's what kills me. Like, just own it. Just be like, oh, blame the game.
To be honest, Turner really has no one to blame but himself for this one, and honestly, he probably should have voted out Taylor for his game. Alyssa was so not a comp threat, and she probably would have been best for Turner's game overall. However, of course, I am very happy that he decided to keep Taylor. The veto competition was actually held very early on Friday, and when the feeds came back, we saw that Monte was the winner of the power of veto and will have the sole vote to evict this week. As of right now, Monte would definitely vote to keep Turner, but I'm sure Taylor and Brittany will be working overtime to convince him otherwise this week. There's still a lot of time for things to sway in this game, which is making for a really exciting endgame. It's definitely in Monte's best interest if Turner stays this week, but of course we shall just see how the cards fall. Of course, I'm interested to know, how do you all think the cards will play out, and who do you think will be the one to be evicted this week? I have personally really been loving the upward trajectory that Taylor has been seeing recently, and I hope the game continues to go to her favor all up until the very bitter end. Of course, I will let you all know if there are any other big changes, but until then, I will talk to you all later. Peace.